Today we're taking our 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands with the Sasquatch package. You know, the big 35-inch tires. Nothing's been done to this vehicle, and I'm going to go test some miles per gallon in this thing. And you might be going, Dave, you took it to Florida and you showed us what it could do there. I did, but today I want to take, and we're going to do a little experiment. I want to take the Eco mode. I want to do 40 miles in Eco. And then I want to do 40 miles in just the normal modes to see which one does better. Does the Eco actually make the vehicle perform better, more fuel efficient? Or if I just leave it in the standard mode and do driving around the back roads of Tennessee, which will do better? I already know, but do you? Join in right now. Let's reset everything. Gotta love that little feature. Average speed. Fuel economy. As you can see, we're in normal mode. That's why the screen is blue, but you got the old goat modes here. We're gonna switch it. And there we go, there's Eco. So we are gonna hit Eco. And you'll see now it is green with 0 miles on this thing. So let's do this. All right, so like I said, this is not really a hyperloop, I wouldn't say. It's just some country driving with a slight mix of city driving. We do the same thing in every video, so I don't want somebody thinking, man, you're really trying to make this the Eco really shine out, because we're not. Like, in my opinion, I don't think the Eco does a ton, especially for maybe highway driving, especially. I don't think it does a ton, because it's just changing shifting points, the way the throttle response is, and that's about it. So we'll find out, won't we, Kelly? All right, so Kelly, you primarily drive this thing, and for those that don't know, this is a 2021 Bronco Sasquatch with the 2.7 liter Badlands, and we've not really, it's not been impressive mileage in this thing, but it's kind of what we expected, right? I mean, when you're on 35s and you're up taller, you're gonna get a little less gas mileage. Like our previous vehicles that we got comparable gas mileage in, we were actually sitting on 33. So I'm kind of surprised that it's as good as it is, but I'm sure that's the turbo. Yeah, let's not say that. But they claim these things are 17 city, 17 highway. Now, I think we did on our long distance trip, I think we did better than 17 in it. I think we were in the 18s, maybe like 19s that for a while. But daily use, this thing is what it is. It's a heavy vehicle for one. It's not built, this is not a mileage vehicle. If you buy this to drive it in town, especially the Sasquatch. Now I know you can get the little 4-cylinder with the non-Sasquatch package, and people are getting 20s in that thing, which is not bad for as heavy this is. Yeah. But if you're looking for the Sasquatch package, there's reasons for that, Kelly. Why did we want the Sasquatch package? Oh, we wanted the Sasquatch package because we're going to take this baby off-road eventually. Damn right. So we're going to need it or want it. We want that reinforcement. We want that extra oomph that you can get with it. And for us, being on 35s, that's a huge difference for us. People are talking about, oh, I'll just add 35s later, but we are not taking that chance of adding 35s later. No, for us, we wanted all the factory options for wheeling that we wanted, but you know, this video isn't about wheeling. That's to come. But this video is about this old the Eco mode. And as you can see right now, we're actually averaging 18.4, but we're only like a mile or two in, so that's not really that impressive, I guess. But Kelly, what do you think this thing's going to do in Eco mode? Because you know this 40-mile trip, once again, there's not a lot of stopping going on this trip. So I was driving it for the first time a little bit in Eco mode yesterday. So I was actually pretty surprised at it. I was actually getting almost 20 on it. So based on this one, I'm guessing we'll average about 19 is what I'm guessing. Wow, 19. I'm going to say 18 and a half. I'm going to split the difference with you a little bit because I know this loop. This loop, once again, this is not a lot of stop and going, so and it's pretty easy. There's not a lot of grade to this trip. So let's find out who's right. Interesting. This is an interesting trip, and we're gonna see. You gotta have to view to the end because you're gonna want to see the rest of this video. But kind of shocking results. Maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. But Kelly, we're about to wipe this out. So you're confident where you were at, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's, all right, so round 2, and conditions are as close as possible the same.
Yeah.
The weather on here's changed just a couple degrees, nothing crazy. Once again, turbos love cool weather, so this is an ideal time to do this kind of trip. We averaged 42 miles per hour. Which is kind of crazy because I know we did a longer stretch of a higher speed. We were in the 50s definitely, but I guess it's some of the back roads that we're doing is just kind of affects that a little bit. Where are you guys at with your Broncos? What's the best miles per gallon that you've done in your Broncos? Let us definitely know in the comments. And as always, guys, also go to our website and check. We like to update things we do to this Bronco. So it's completely stock form right now, besides a 67 Designs phone holder that you're holding our phone. And we have we have a bunch of mods ready to do this thing. We got one the other day. I got the kind of frowny eye on, and I'm excited to do that. We've got some wheel spacers coming up, and I think wheel spacers, obviously they stick the tires out a little further, so maybe we have to do this loop again with the wheel spacers on.
Ruining my MPGs even more.
Are we? All right, it's time to fill it up, and
For the final time.
I seen what I seen.
I saw what you saw.
So let's fill it up, see how many gallons we actually used. Our trip consists of 40.3 miles. That's right. Now we do on some of this is state highway here in Tennessee, and then we go in the back roads of Tennessee. So it's not exactly what would be for you probably as a daily driver, but this is the trip that we've kind of mapped out over the past year, and it seems to do pretty well for testing miles per gallon, to give like maybe the best option of what this thing can do. So first off, eco mode. That's right, that's probably the one, you're probably thinking, oh, eco mode, what, this is gonna be crazy, right? So eco mode was our first trip in this thing. We filled it up. I think at the time Kelly had already filled the vehicle up, so we only added like a gallon or so of fuel to this thing, reset all the numbers, you saw it in the video. And we took off on this 40.3 mile trip, which consists of some state roads, which are some straightaways. We do have hills here in Tennessee, so the transmission was working. And then we take through the back roads of Tennessee, all the way back to the gas station where we started. And with that trip, we averaged 20.0 miles per gallon. And that's according to the Ford trip computer. That blew me away, because if you watch the video here, me and Kelly both said, hey, she thought 19, I thought 18 and a half. So it outdid what we thought it could do, because we've taken the Jeep on this trip before. We knew kind of what the Jeep would do on this, and we've taken other vehicles out there on this before, and we basically knew what this vehicle could do before this, because we've taken the Bronco out on trips. So 21 is pretty crazy, but did that do better or worse than just normal driving modes? Because everybody thinks oh, you do eco, that's where it's at, that's going to get me the best fuel economy. Now, while it might in town on our loop, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't. Eco did not outdo the standard driving mode. So when we took this thing, once again, filled it up, I think it used a 1.7 gallons of gas, something like that. So we filled it back up at the same gas station, exact same trip. We tried to stay consistent even when we put it in cruise control. We say it in the video, as fast as we'll go is 2 miles over the actual speed limit, which can piss people off behind you if you do have somebody behind you, because you get in the back roads of Tennessee, people want to fly. So 21.7. That is right. I was blown away by this number. And now, while this number does not necessarily represent what you might get in your Bronco, I was blown away that I could get 21.7 in this thing by staying, relatively out of the throttle in cruise control, and just doing our drive. 40.3 miles is what we drove, and I think when we ended up, I think it was like 1.5 when we filled it back up, so a couple extra tenths of fuel there, and I was blown away by that number. But does that number blow you away? Once again, we are in a heavy vehicle. We're in a soft top, so it doesn't have the hard roof, which that may result in different numbers. But 35-inch tires with a 2.7 liter V6 in this thing, and destroyed what Ford said it could. So, in the comments below, let me know what you think. Does those numbers, are they crazy? Do they outdo what even you thought it could do? Because once again, it did me. So, whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, this Bronco that I guess I can get really good miles per gallon when I drive. This has been your All Terrain Nation, and I've been your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody, and love y'all.